Warning, we will be talking about all seasons of The Walking Dead, including Season 7. This is your one and only warning. Welcome to The Playing Dead. I'm changing the name every episode.
Damn.
I'm Afterburn. And
I'm Solston.
We're your hosts.
So, this episode, it spanned a very short amount of time.
Didn't feel like a long episode.
No. Did get a decent bit of story progression, though.
Well, I have something to say about it.
Okay.
I know you liked the Eugene episode. I wasn't the biggest fan of you. The last two episodes have been a little underwhelming for me. Mm-hmm. And while this episode was emotional, for sure, I was surprised how emotional it was for a character I didn't think I cared much about.
Yeah.
Not super impressed with the second half of the season. 3 episodes in a row I'm not totally blown away with.
That tends to be the Walking Dead theme, really. You know, they do like one half of the season good, the other half garbage.
So then the seasons are too long, just 16 episodes.
Possibly, yeah. That seems to be the formula. Season 1, I think, with 6 episodes, was the only one that didn't have a singular garbage episode.
Yeah, that was so short, though.
Exactly.
It was just an experiment. Mm-hmm. And his first point, did you catch what he was doing there, the rich guy, when he was burying something, and then did you figure it out before it happened? Or?
Yeah. I figured, okay, he's digging a grave. Little spoiled by the episode premiere from the last episode of like, oh, they came upon a grave. Like, okay, he did it. He's setting something up. When the melon was missing,
we're talking about episodes. By the way, we're talking about episode 13. Bury me here, just in case.
Exactly.
Make sure everyone knows what.
Nobody said the title of the quote of the episode, but the grave said the title of the episode.
Bury me here, yeah.
So they literally had it written into the show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, the second we saw him digging in the beginning, I was pretty confident that, like, okay, he dug it. When the melon was missing, it was pretty obvious what he did and what he was going for. I don't think he expected... Well, no, it's obvious he didn't expect.
He was prepared to sacrifice himself.
Yeah, but he wasn't prepared for someone else to die.
Mm-hmm.
He thought he was priority number 1.
It's pretty... Like, the whole truck, that whole big truck, just for 12 melons, it seems ridiculous.
A little bit.
And then it was all the whole truck for 1 melon.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe it's just for show for the people, the other people seeing them leave. I guess because their deal with the Saviors is secret, so maybe they always go with the same truck or something. It would be suspicious.
Probably, but it's also kind of suspicious of why are they leaving with a truck full of produce or a truck full of guys in the back? Why is the king going out?
Probably only they saw the soldier grab the melons earlier in the episode, not knowing we didn't know what they were for yet. They probably load that, in secret without anybody watching. They ensure that. Yeah. But the whole fact, obviously you can't hide all those people leaving, so I'm sure they have a story for that.
Yeah. Or they're leaving through the royal exit because those are the royal gardens melons.
Hey, they could.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Ben died, and as soon as that character was introduced, I'm like, this guy's gonna die at some point. He's just that perfect Walking Dead where he's got that innocence.
Yeah,
and
he's gonna be used as a motivating factor.
He's not a killer yet. He's like trying to train. He's trying to become part of the world, but he's not. He's not. He's just he doesn't have the formula of a person to just survive because he's too innocent. He's too good, which is sad, but it's just you can just see it coming.
That death was really no fault of his own, though.
No, absolutely not.
But just his personality did ring true of like, okay, this is the trope. Yeah. I did like the moment that Morgan accidentally said his dead son's name instead of that kid's name.
Yeah. Well, he was reliving his son's death all over again through that.
Pretty much.
And speaking of that, Morgan going crazy again is one of my points.
Almost killing himself?
The whole time the episode was on, I was just like, oh man, he's going to clear again. He's going to go back to just a crazy guy, just kill. I clear. He just clears. He just kills zombies, writes clear. I clear.
Yeah.
Well, I felt bad for him because before he killed Richard, He has no outlet as a conscientious objector, a person who doesn't kill. Like all that anger, and you can take it out on zombies, but they've been killing zombies for a long time. It doesn't mean anything. They don't get anything.
It's like
out
hacking
of it.
through the brush in a forest. You're not getting mad at the vines. They're part of the terrain. They're no longer an active threat.
But he did kind of try and kind of try and make himself feel better, and he strangled Richard. What did you think about that?
I thought, just based on his hand positioning and...
Wait a sec, this is frozen.
Oh!
Technical difficulties.
Game broke.
Game
good.
That was weird. Go ahead.
Anyway, from the position of his hands and how he was strangling him, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's strangling to asphyxiate. He's not trying to crush the atoms or the larynx. He's not going for the kill. He's going to knock him out, so he won't be able to object while he's, talking shit about him. Then he started slamming his head into the pavement, and then you heard the crunch.
One of my points is, why didn't anybody stop him? Like, clearly they knew that Richard guy way more than Morgan. Wouldn't they be like, hey, that's our friend guy, don't kill him? They just stood there and watched him strangle him.
It was so close to where the Saviors were standing, I think they just didn't want to have a fight right there.
And also probably caught off guard and in shock. Just suddenly, you're a group of people, and then one person murders the other person out of nowhere. And the guy who seemed least likely to murder everybody.
Yeah, the pacifist just killed one of our most trusted guys. Maybe we should listen to him. But yeah, it was interesting. But it kind of showed in the boss of the Saviors, that whole incident showed that he's not a terrible person in and of himself.
You keep hitting on my points. One of my points is I don't get this guy.
Yeah.
First I'm like, okay, he's just like a different version of one of these leaders of the Saviors. And then when he finds out that Ben died from his gunshot wound, he sends his little rat friend away. He's like pissed at him because he's like, I guess they didn't want to kill him. Maybe they just wanted to not mortally wound, but like really
just
hurt them. So I'm like, oh, he's showing some sympathy. It's like, I just don't understand this guy.
Yeah,
I just don't get him.
It seemed pretty obvious from his command of the day prior that it's like, kill one of them. Was pretty much the gist of the command.
Or maybe it was like, the kill should have been clean. Like, it shouldn't have been like a drawn out suffering, hope to save him.
And it should have been the problem guy, not the kid.
Yeah.
So he could be more mad that, oh, you killed the wrong guy, or, oh, you killed this kid, but I didn't want the kid dead. Kid is mostly fine. But he does seem like a weird mix of like, I'm going to punish you guys. Oh, shit, that was a bad punishment. Oh, God, oh. Ooh. Yeah. Kind of like that. I don't even know what just happened.
Oh, no, the people that are chasing me.
Oh, shit, dude.
Oh, I'm such a terrible host guest. Okay, well, one thing I have to say about Morgan strangling, because I've had some time to think about it. We started filming this right after you watched the episode.
I immediately watched it.
It was when you see it happen, it's just like, oh my god, Morgan snapped. But you step back from it, it was actually a brilliant move, because beforehand they had the conversation. Rich had the conversation. We have to make them trust us and believe in that. That we're on their side, and so he achieved that by strangling Richard.
Oh, absolutely.
And he kind of avenged Ben, and the guy was he had already admitted that he was willing to die in that situation. And I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna attack that guy. Yep. So like he achieved like 3 things while doing that.
Pretty much, because it was a weird situation where if Richard had just said, "Okay, we get it," well, now that whole ploy that he had in the beginning is completely for nothing, because all it was going to do is, great, we've got one person killed, we're down some guns, and the Saviors think,
flare gun to the face.
Oh, that's harsh.
He just got Michonne.
Oh, he's a demon.
Don't bring a flare gun to a fight to the death.
Fight, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, human shield.
Oh, jeez, why wouldn't he shoot her legs instead? Oh. But anyway, as we were saying, they would have just gone on lesser for it if Morgan hadn't strangled him to death. Because it not only hit home the point even harder that, like, look, we just ousted the guy that was the problem for you. We've taken care of business. We're on your side. And it really, really went to show that, hey, we're on your side. We're all on the same team. Saviors, believe us. Don't kill us. Yeah. And also showing Ezekiel that, oh shit, we've lost so much.
Well, it was funny, like, they've lost Morgan. Like, he's, yeah.
But to the point where it's like, we had somebody willing to die to show us that we need to do something. And now we've had our pacifist lose his shit because of this. This is a bad situation. We need to fix this. We need to get rid of the Saviors. It's really hitting home a lot of points. With that one strangulation.
And then he showed his wisdom in his final scene with they're replanting the royal garden. Carol's like, oh god, shit's gone down, I'm here to help. Oh shit, I died. Where was the thing for me to press something there?
I don't know, I was busy discussing.
Talking, yes. But he's like, yes, something has to be done, but it's not going to be done right this second, so we're just going to go to business.
We have things to do today. We have to go do normal things for a bit. Oh, man. This is pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah. Well, he tried to kill me.
Yeah. Oh, shit. You're going all Morgan on his ass.
Yeah.
Never thought we'd hear that again.
You can't... Oh, in a vice.
Oh. Fucking shit, dude.
Wow. This is might be the most outstanding part of this game so far.
Wow.
This whole sequence.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you appreciate a character, a conscientious objector as Morgan became, because it was a very challenging line to toe for him.
Yeah.
But, and you don't want him to be that crazy guy who was almost he was like a berserker. He was a wild card. He was unreliable.
Getting those words out,
but it's kind of the where he needs to be if he's going to be on help with the attack of Negan's people.
Yeah, the pacifist wouldn't work. The crazed psycho killer wouldn't work. He's got to be methodical. He's got to be smart.
Now he'll get the psycho out. Mm-hmm. And then...
But he's a psycho with discipline. He's like a crazed monk.
He's only got two ends of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. Zen, warrior, or psycho guy who clears.
Who was sharpening the end of his quarterstaff.
He was because when Rick found him, he was just in that area all by himself and just traps for walkers everywhere. It's like he just wants to do that again. Kind of like where Michonne after the prison, she kind of reverted back to how she was when she met Andrea. Her name?
Yes.
So it's just I guess it's our extreme, right? When something like that happens to us, very traumatic, we revert into something we know and we can do.
Yeah.
So one more point. Where's Daryl? Isn't Daryl in the kingdom?
That's a great question. I thought
because he was there the last time. He was hanging out with the tiger, and then no Daryl.
True. Yeah. So Daryl's around somewhere. I mean, obviously they wouldn't be bringing him to the meetups because,
right. But he should have shown up in the kingdom.
It would have made sense, especially when Carol went to the kingdom twice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, twice technically.
Yeah. Wants to go talk to Morgan, and then wants to go talk to Ezekiel. If Daryl...
Such a huge cast that, they don't need him, but I would have appreciated seeing him.
Yeah. She knows Daryl's there, doesn't she? Or does she think that he went back with Rick?
No, I'm sure. They didn't show the whole discussion, but I'm sure Daryl, when visited her, told her the whole situation. We just didn't. We already knew. We didn't need to be told, right?
Yeah. It's just weird that she wouldn't go to seek him out, go to talk to him. Or he wouldn't just kind of
maybe Norman Reedus only his contract. He only has so many episodes to do this season. That wasn't one of them.
He's not getting paid enough for this shit.
All right. Well, thank you for another edition of Playing Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about all there is to talk about with this episode.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, there is more. Do you got anything else?
No.
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 I think
That's
we covered the big stuff.
It was a decent episode. Wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. Middle of the road episode. But
Hopefully
anyway,
they kick it up.
yeah, we'll find out next week with this coming Sunday's episode. See if they manage to Emerald Lagasse this shit and kick it up another notch.
Bam.
Yeah.
Episode over. Bam.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Bam.